Bien le bonjour, hi, good morning. Hope you are doing well. J'espère que vous allez bien. Right now, this is Lent season. We are preparing for Easter. This is a very important. But this morning, I have a story to share, and I hope it inspires you. So last night I went to bed late, and I knew that this morning I would have to wake up early to do what I have to do as I'm preparing for a coaching class. And I have a meeting today at 3 p.m. I'm here in Martinique. And so as I was praying this morning, asking God for strength, I was tired, and I was asking Him to help me. Sometimes we spend too much time thinking just about ourselves, and we are not open to others. And that's a call that God is sending to all of us, to be mindful and to spend time with those who are less fortunate, those who are poor, those who are sick. And there was a special celebration this morning for the sick. And I was supposed to bring 3 people to church, but the plan changed, and 2 people were taken by another person, and my mother say the 3rd person is a little bit sick this morning. So I say, okay, I'm going to spend time praying and preparing for my class, my group meeting, sorry. And as I was praying, focusing on me, I asked the Lord to help me become more generous with others. And the phone was ringing, and I said, oh, this might be the 3rd person. Inside of me there was a thought, an impression would say, this might be the 3rd person. I'm not going to answer. I continued to pray, and I read a beautiful letter from a priest that was reminding us to be available for whatever call the Lord has for us. Sometimes it's not what we want to do. And so I continue, and I felt inspired to read more about this priest and his book. He talked about that. And when I finished reading this book, I said, okay, let me go to the kitchen, to get some food. I felt hungry. And usually when I pray, I finish praying and then I eat breakfast. But I went to the kitchen, and there was this impression. Go check the voice message to see who called earlier. And that was the 3rd person, believe it or not. I'm sure you knew already. And I listened to the voicemail and voice message, and that was the 3rd person, and she was saying, I'm feeling better. I'm ready to go to church. You can pick me up, call me back. And I was thinking my mother had to go to an event this morning. And I said, okay, Lord, what do you want me to do? And I called back, and I say, my mother is gone. I thought you were not going. I'm still in my pajama, and I'm not ready. And she said, I'm going to look for someone else to pick me up. And inside of me, that lady, it's a great friend of us. My father loves her. My father who passed. And I call, and I continue. I say, I'm going to pick you up. I'm coming. Get ready. I'm coming. And she say, you don't have to get dressed. I say, I'm in pajama. She say, it's not a problem. Just take me to church, and pick me up later. And while I hang up the phone, thinking that I would just give her a ride to the church and come back and continue. But the Lord said, no, it's important for you to go to church this morning. And you will have something deeper, more important, more meaningful that you're doing right now. I want you to go. And I was feeling my father was stating the same thing. So while I was getting some food, I said, okay, Lord, I see what you're doing. And eventually, I took my food and I rushed to the bathroom and took a bath and get ready. I said, okay, I'm going to church. While I was taking my shower, I was laughing. I said, God, I know you want me to be there. So eventually we went to church. That was a beautiful service. I felt so hard, so deep, the presence of God, His love, His peace, His joy inside of me, and everybody was happy. And while I was there, the priest said, that was a mess just for the sick. And they received the special sacrament to bless them, sacrament for the sick, and beautiful homily. And the priest was talking about the importance of being available. And he said, today we are celebrating those who are poor, those who are sick, and we have to show them respect. We have to be available for them. They represent something. They have smile. They may be sick and tired, but they have something. This is a legacy. We can't just forget about them. We have to be close to them. And he stopped and he said, we have a special person today. She's 106 years old. I said, wait a minute, 106 years old. So the whole homily was about the fact that God gave her the grace to live 106 years. While he was talking, I couldn't stop thinking, whoa, that's beautiful. And we finished. We had a beautiful praise, and the choir was amazing. And I couldn't stop thinking, and I said, I need to have a group picture. And then eventually I said, wow, they are all tired and sick. It may not be easy to gather everybody, but I need to be close to that woman, that lady. It's not a woman, that lady, 106 years old. So I approached her at the end, and I took a picture, and I say, in all humility, I'm happy to be around you. I'm happy to be beside you. God bless you. God protect you, and bless your family. So you will see below the picture of that lady. So the reason why I'm recording this is not to boast and to be pride. No. Don't get me wrong. I'm just sharing that with you to inspire you today. You in Lent, whether you observe or not Lent, to inspire you to be mindful, respectful, and to offer your time to those who need, the less fortunate. And it's not all about us. We are here for a greater purpose. It's about love, loving one another. And when you surrender, when you give your time to others who need most, I can promise you receive so much more back, so much joy, so much love, so much peace. And then you feel more inspired to do what you had to do, and you will usually realize that you had more time or more peace to complete your task or your other project. Sometimes we have to answer the call. So maybe this weekend you will feel something. You will hear, I need to do that. But maybe there is someone else in your area, in your family, among your friends, or even on the street who need you more. So I invite you to be mindful and open your eyes and make silence to hear what the call is. All right, bye-bye. Bye.